But of course, this is the question I'm asked all the time. With interest rates where they are, does it really make sense for me to buy? Today, we're going to talk about buying a new home. And no, I'm not crazy. I actually have some past clients that are calling me and thinking about purchasing another home. There are loan programs currently out here that can help you offset some of the cost of the higher interest rates that we have today. Now, most of these clients are looking for something bigger than what they're in right now. And that is due to, the house that they're in does not really, is not conducive to the environment they need to work from home. They may be growing their family. They may be moving their parents in. They may have bought a couple dogs during the pandemic and they need a bigger yard. Whatever the reason is, the number one thing I get asked is, does it make financial sense for me to move right now? I mean, the interest rate I have on my house, is 5%, and now I'm looking at closer to 7. Well, that I can't answer for you because that's going to be based on everybody's personal financial situation. But this is what I can tell you. There are loan programs out in our market today that can help to offset the higher mortgage rates today. Now, we have one lender that is offering a program that's 100% financing. The house does have to be in a eligible area. This is not a USDA loan, so that's the one that we almost always have available to us. But this program is not the USDA loan. What this program does is it does not charge mortgage insurance for the loan. So that is going to decrease your payment. Now, enough to offset the interest rate, I don't know, but there is that program out there that will save you some money. And then the second one that we have out here in the market is called the 2-1 buy down. So what that will do is if the interest rate today is 6.5%, that lender is going to approve you on that 6.5%. But then what can happen is, or what would happen is the first year your mortgage would be 4.5% interest. Well, the interest charged on your mortgage would be 4.5%. And then the second year it would be 5.5%. And then year 3 through 30, it would go to the 6.5% that it currently is today. But during that 2 years, if the interest rate did come down to a lower rate than your 6.5%, then you could refinance the home and you could go ahead and lock in that lower rate for the life of the loan. And some lenders out there that are offering the 2-1 buy down program are also offering to refinance at minimal cost if you do refinance within that first 2 years. That's a great option for right now. Now, one of the caveats to that loan, or to this loan, the 2-1 buy down, is the seller has to pay for that buy down. But with a lot of sellers still having equity, a good amount of equity in their home, because we are not seeing housing prices decrease in our area, there's a really good chance that that could happen, especially now with homes sitting on the market, longer, because we're getting back to that normal market. It could be a benefit. So it's worth exploring if you're thinking about purchasing a new home. The appreciation that you're going to continue to get in your home. Historically, real estate is always a good investment. We're always going to have the peaks and valleys like we have had in the past couple years. But long term, as long as you're looking long term, then your house is going to continue to appreciate. So when you do decide it's time to sell and either downsize or, buy an RV and go see the world or whatever you want to do, you'll still be in a good equity positive situation. And then, another thing to, again, to just owning a home is the ability that you have for control and stability. So you know that what you're working for every day is, is something that you own, and is something that you are reinvesting in and building a savings account, if you can look at it that way. It's a tough market right now, and especially for the people that have been in the market for the last 2, 3, 4 years and have locked in these historically low interest rates that we will never see again. I mean, quite honestly, well, in our lifetime, more than likely, we will never see them again. But, we can't ignore the fact that they have gone up. And so to the people that have been in the housing market where the interest rates have been really low, this is sticker shock. I mean, definitely. Plus, our home values are not coming down. So listing prices are barely coming down. And so, everybody that is in the real estate realm, whether it be a real estate agent, a service provider, a lender, I mean, we all understand the concern that everybody has, and just, the hope that interest rates will drop. And, quite honestly, it doesn't look like from any of the market information that we're seeing that it is going to drop. But the good thing is we just got a report out from the National Association of Realtors, and the upstate area of South Carolina is projected to still be one of the top 10 areas in the United States for people to move to. And so that's good, because we are going to need that housing inventory to come up to sell to these people that are coming into our area. And I know a lot of you live in areas that have really, really seen a lot of growth in the last from 2020 through mid-2022. But you see that the third and fourth quarter of 2022 slowed down, and we're going to maintain that slower pace. So I don't foresee any kind of big, huge boom coming into our area. So, that's good, because there are some areas that really did see a ton of growth. And I know everybody there is just like, stop coming into South Carolina. And I totally get that. But this is the thing. We can do smart growth, okay, all day long. We still have plenty of land here. We still have plenty of the things that we can share here. So, more people comes more services, more products to specific areas. And the rural areas in South Carolina are still, we still have plenty of land that we can sell here. The key is just doing it smartly, so that we don't get overpopulated in our rural areas, because that's kind of what makes them rural. And those of us that live in these areas like it that way. So anyway, I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions that I can answer for you, please feel free to call me. All of my contact information is below.